Alright folks, here we are. We're back with issue 6 of Build the Knightrider car. I have also the issue 6 pieces. The issue 6 pieces all fold out like this, and it comes with a screwdriver for us and a few other parts. So without further ado, we'll get on building this part. We're also going to be adding in issue 7 for this, because I think we should. It's only fair. So we're going to do issues 6 and 7 for this video. Thank you for stopping by here at the Thompson Model Shop. So we're going to start building up this piece. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have to take an EM screw. So I'm going to prep it up real quick. And we're going to take part 6B and we're going to attach it to 6A. Okay, so 6A. Line it right on up. We're going to take our screw, and since it's set into metal, we're going to screw it on in nice and snug. I am using the new screwdriver, so right now it seems to be working just fine. And look at that, voila, it's in there. And of course, our next step is to take the one labeled R with another EM screw. Going to pop one down there, put this back in there, and we will save that for a later date. Alright, so we'll prep our screw. I'm going to place this inside there and screw it in. So next phase is to take our new pieces, which is one of these here, which is going to be 6D and 6E, and we're going to be placing them in. However, this one, we're not placing the screws at the top. We have to place them from the bottom. So you're going to take the first one, you're going to put it in, and then you just flip it over, and you're going to screw it in to right here, and it'll lock right into place there. Okay. For some reason, it doesn't want to play. There it is. Alright, so now that we've got it locked in with that, we take the screw and we just screw it in. You're going to have to give it just a little bit of force, okay? And this screwdriver does make it kind of hard because it's not much to grip on. So if Fanhome could have changed that, that would be one thing. Once again, these are HM screws, and we have to repeat the process all over again. And they are labeled. See the R, and then there's an R on this. And then you take it like so, you lock it into place, and you flip it upside down, take your screw, and start screwing away. Like I said, there's not much real estate on this screwdriver, but I do like my other one. But we're going to try it out just so you guys can see the struggles with some of these pieces. Okay. Okay, now both are in. Voila. Right, so now our next step is to take 6G and some IM screws, and we're going to put them in, which will then place this item right here, and it'll put it right in there. And then once you're done, it should be able to move up and down. So we'll get cracking on that. And of course, here we go. I'm going to show you how I screw this all in. I have the other side pretty much almost done. However, on the other side here, this is what we have done. So once I have this side completed, I will then tighten this side down, and that should make it a lot easier to do. So there's that. Yippee-ki-yay. Getting there. These are some long ones, so it's got to make it all the way to the other side. Now that it's made to the other side, I'm gonna kind of tighten up this side now. And there you have it. This side's done. Then I'm gonna come on over here. Gonna do this. Gonna loosen it just a bit. Come back in again, and now it'll go in nice and easy. So if you got that oil at home, yeah, go ahead and try it. Probably make things a little easier, but I like to do it the old-fashioned way. And the old-fashioned way is just some elbow grease. So that's in there, nice and snug. So is that nice and easy. Okay, so there's that piece. There's that. That's all snug. Snug like a bug. Outstanding. So now we brought back our other piece here, and we are going to be turning it around on this side, okay, where we're going to be able to see these two holes. These two holes are where this piece is going to go. Just remember that the side with the edge, okay, and then the piece that hangs down here must be facing downward. If you forget, don't worry. If you get the magazine like I do, then you're going to see that 6F has to point down and the little hole is facing upward, and then you just stick these two right in there. And what we're going to do is get our DM screws, all right, and we're going to grab one. Gonna line it right up using a brand new screwdriver here, and I'm going to try to see if this will get it in there, and it does not, so we're going to do it the other old-fashioned way. There we go, couple screws, do that, and a couple screws. Okay, and then we tighten it up. And so folks, this is the entire thing completed. We had to just focus on this, and we just had to focus on our other piece here. So basically, in the result, it says you have the front right chassis and the front axle cross member with one of the suspension control arms in place. These pieces are the basis for making the chassis structure in the following deliveries. So you got to make sure that this is here. I'm pretty sure if you guys are car gurus at home, you know that pretty soon we're going to be attaching a wheel to here. And oh boy, that'll be nice. But without further ado, I think it's time we go over to issue 7. All right, folks, here's issue 7. And here are all the parts. Looks like we have another side, and we have more pieces that we're going to be adding to our other chassis from the other video, which then should connect our other one. All right, so these two should come together and be held in there pretty good. So without further ado, let's open up this and start putting it all together. So here's all the pieces of what we're going to do, which is really nice. So just to get us all started, we got some GM screws. So we're going to get 2 of those out. And these 2 GM screws are going to go right here. And I'll put them off to the side because we're going to take the GM screws. I'm going to try this screwdriver one more time with this particular thing, okay? And we're going to take the GM screws and we're going to be screwing them into 7F, and then we're going to take 7E, which is one of these, and we're going to put it here in the middle, and then we're going to screw it in, okay? Okay, so all that's done, everything is good to go. Our next phase here is to take this and screw it in here using the same thing, a GM screw. So we'll grab some GM screws. Now that that is all completed, we move on to our next phase, which will be step 4. So step 4 is going to be a little tricky, but it's going to lead us into step 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our rod here and we're going to slide it right up in here. It's got a nice little home, nice little spot to hide in, and that's outstanding. Then we're going to take our other one, our little gear here, and we're going to slide that right on in. Okay, so now it's in place. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea of what's going to happen here. It's going to turn as our wheels turn. So that means some gears are going to be working for this model. Alright, so that's pretty cool. And then of course our next phase after that is to seal it up. So we're going to make sure that the little fat bumped up area goes upwards, and we're going to slot that together. Alright, so now that these two are slotted together in their happy little homes, that's really cool. Okay, so once they're slotted in there, that's where we're going to take some EM screws. Alright, there's 3 of them, so we're going to put all 3 of the EM screws into this. I'm going to lay down 3 EM screws, and we'll put it all together. Yippee-ki-yay. Okay, so it's all done. I'm just going to warn you now, on the picture, it shows that the screws go here, here, and here. However, they're closed off. So just be careful, because it's actually on this side that the 3 screws will be going into. Now, this particular piece is now going to get screwed into one particular side here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to skip on over to step 6 here, since we've already completed 4 and 5. Okay, so this time we're going to take 2 MM screws, that's Mike screws, and we're going to screw them in on this side. However, the piece that we're going to be attaching will be going in on this side. So just so you folks at home kind of get an idea of what we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to put it into there. Okay, so once we do that, okay, we're going to screw 2 MM screws right there, and then when we're done, we're going to go over to step 7, and step 7 is an EM screw, and that screw is going to go in right through here, which will then secure it in place so it won't be moving. Okay, so there's that. We screw that in nice and easy. Alright, get it in there nice and snug. We're still using our new screwdriver, which right now seems to be working quite nicely on these parts. So this is in there nice and snug. And remember how I said we're going to be putting an EM screw in there, so I'm going to sprinkle one out here. Alright, there we go. And we're going to take that EM screw and stick it right in there. Then we're going to apply a little bit of pressure, and we're going to screw that in there. Okay, and now it's nice and snug all up in there, and so far so good. Everything seems to be in working order, so that's really nice. Testing it out. Everything seems to be turning pretty nicely. So that's really fancy there. Okay. And then, of course, we have to bring back another piece because we have to put on our other side. And so here's how we do this side. Just kind of getting this in there. And then we flip this right over. Okay. So it's flipped over. And then I'm going to tighten up this side just a little bit. Okay. And it's a little snug, but I think that's okay because everything's all locked into place. This one has a little bit of play, this one has some play. So I'm going to loosen this screw just a bit, just to kind of alleviate some kind of tension that's there. And then I'm going to adjust it just a smidge to get it lined up in there, which it is. Outstanding. Okay, so now that it's lined up in there, I'm going to do it again. Tighten this sucker right up. It's okay to go back and kind of just snug things in. Alright, and there we go, we have it. And it is all done. So now everything is completed and we are good to go. I'm going to put our new screwdriver off to the side. However, we are all good to go. Everything is done for this particular video. So once again, thank you for stopping by and watching us as we here at the Thompson Model Shop put issues 6 and 7 together. And I hope you enjoyed everything here on Build the Knightrider car. I'm just going to do a quick little cleanup while we're on the air and let you guys know that now we have all these pieces still in the waiting, okay? And with all these pieces, including our little power box, all right, we still have everything else that we've completed, such as the bumper. It's kind of halfway there, so we're moving along. I did not mess with anything yet. I will maybe come back to that light bar though. I just got to do a little bit of tweaking maybe off camera, but other than that, here's everything we got. Here's issue 7. And once again, thank you for watching here at the Thompson Model Shop. If you enjoy what you're seeing, go ahead, hit that like button. And then, of course, don't be afraid to share this with anybody. And if you haven't done so already, go here at the bottom of the video. Right down there, that has all your stuff. That's called the like. And you got the share. And then, of course, you have the subscribe. And if you subscribe, well, then you get to know when our next video comes out because it's going to pop up in your little thingy there. And isn't that pretty cool? So other than that, without further ado, I'd like to say goodbye and hope to see you on the next video here at the Thompson Model Shop. So, of course, you folks out there who are modeling and building models every day, keep on doing it. And thank you for stopping by the Thompson Model Shop.